Hi, I'm Jessica Figueras. So I'm Chief Executive of a company called Pionen, which is a cybersecurity consultancy, and I'm also co-founder of a non-profit called CXB, Cyber Governance for Boards. So I'm particularly excited that CXB, Cyber Governance for Boards, this is the first time we're going to get out and about into the real world. So we're going to have a stand in the community area of the International Cyber Expo this year. And so we're really looking forward to being there and to speak much more to the cyber professional community about the important role of boards and how they can communicate more effectively. So I think cybersecurity is really hitting the headlines like it just hasn't done before. I think awareness is much higher. Now, for example, we've had really worrying developments like, for example, the attacks on the NHS we've seen recently. So I think it's good to see that perhaps for the first time awareness is coming in those communities and those groups who just always thought it was somebody else's job, right? And so I hope that there'll be a lot more discussion about how we can bring in more senior decision makers, and we can also involve the general public as well, and just people who always thought that cybersecurity was someone else's job, for the first time now to see that it's their job too, and to hopefully that will help to build cyber resilience of the UK as a whole. Non-executive board directors have such an important role to play because ultimately they are top of the tree. Nobody is more responsible for the organisation than they are. They are legally accountable. The challenge is you're dealing with a group of people who very, very infrequently have a technical background. They more often have a business or accounting background, and boards have kind of been sheltered from dealing with all technology issues, and particularly cybersecurity, which unfortunately does have still too much of a reputation as being a very technical discipline, and one where outsiders are best kind of kept away from the details. My very strong feeling is that cyber governance at board level should not necessarily be a technical discussion at all. Fundamentally, it's about governance, okay? And non-executive directors frequently exercise fantastic oversight, really good governance of their organisations in lots of other very highly technical areas. If they can get to the grips with, finer detailed around finance, for example, or kind of complex commercial issues, they can absolutely get to grips with this. They need to be considering the basics of governance of any topic, which is, how well is the organisation functioning at an executive level? Does the organisation have the skills and the capability it needs? Real basics. What does the budget look like? Is that being allocated to the right areas? The role of the non-executive is really to ask really, really good challenging questions and to provide the support they need. And I really hope that also we'll increasingly see non-executives helping to set the tone for a really positive cybersecurity culture, which is all about supporting the organisation to build its resilience and capability rather than just pointing the finger when things go wrong.